Hey y'all, Kentucky Farmer here, and welcome back to the 29th episode in this Pleasant Valley 17 version 2 FS17 Let's Play series. In the last episode in this series, we reseeded a couple of our fields, and we've got quite a few more that are ready to harvest. I've actually already got the harvester out in the field and working, and I'm about to take this little convoy here up to the field, and we're going to fertilize, and I'm gonna plow together fields 5 and 9 to make one big field, and so then I gotta cultivate and then I gotta reseed it with corn. So let's get going. Alright, it's a pretty easy field to fertilize. It's basically one pass here with the sprayer. So we get lined up. And then I'll hire a worker and send it along on its way. I'm going to go ahead and move this truck down a little ways. That way I can have this area freed up to plow these two fields together. Alright, we've got all our equipment here ready to start working. Let's get this set up to plow these together. And to do this, we are going to use GPS mod to help us out here. And back up this way a little ways. Open up GPS mod. I'm going to set this course to new. And bump it over a little bit. I'm going to start about there, and then I can bump it out if I need to. So I want to lock on, and I'm just gonna, oh, we don't have the right width set. Getting rusty on this GPS mod. Alright, so we want to auto width, and then we want to bump this over, go about there. Alright, we're still locked on, so I'm going to drive back and then drive forward a little bit just to make sure I'm absolutely right on it. Alright, then we want to allow create fields and lower the cultivator, which is really a plow. Looks like I may want that over just a little bit further. Let's bump it over a notch. I'll back up and try again. I'm being a little more careful with this than I normally am, just because I don't want to. I don't want to have to go get the roller. All right, you know what? I think that's pretty good. I don't know why my sprayer came all the way up here. Let's get you out of the way until we've finished plowing up this metal part here. So we should be good over here. I gotta go do the other side, but I suppose I should first come over here. Let's do new, drop that, lock on, cruise control, and I'll plow my way down to that side of the field. Alright, I'm going to leave that plow there for now. Our combine is just about ready to be emptied here. And we got one semi-load of corn. Let's take this down and dump it off in our storage. Alright. Got our semi back. Let's finish up these plowed edges here. Alright, so same basic thing. Gonna do a new course. Actually, that looks pretty good. We'll lock on. Okay, drive forward a little bit. Lower the plow. I don't know, I think that's pretty good. The grass is kind of hanging over a little bit there, but I think it's just because there's more grass right at the edge of the field there than there is over here. Let's see what it looks like on the map. Well, you can't really tell. It's not... Can't zoom in close enough to see what that thinks. Alright. I'm gonna call that good. So again, I'm gonna do new. Lock on. Whoop. Let's try that again. I'm gonna lower it first. And then I'm gonna go. Alright. Alright, we got that finished up, and I want to make sure I change this back to limit to fields before I go anywhere. And we can close down GPS mod. Get this guy out of the way here. And then next thing I can stand to do is hit this spot with the fertilizer sprayer. Alright, there we go. And our harvester is almost full. Let's see if I can grab the semi and empty it before it turns around. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Whoops. Sorry, bud. Nice. Alright. So as you may or may not have noticed, I don't actually have crop destruction turned on anymore. I don't mind having crop destruction in the game. I'm just not a big fan of using it on a multiplayer server. One reason is, you know, depending on who you have on the server, some people are just not used to having it running and they'll drive through a field and not think about it until it's too late. The other reason is occasionally you'll get a lag spike where your internet connection drops out or something. Like I could just be driving along right here and then all of a sudden I'll get a lag spike and my truck will just shoot forward a couple hundred feet and wind up in that field of sugarcane over there, and it's nothing that I necessarily did. It's just a glitch in between my computer and the server that causes it to do that, and then you wind up ruining a whole bunch of crop. And so, rather than deal with that frustration, I would rather just not have crop destruction on the server at all. So. Alright, got that unloaded. Take this back up to the field. And then we can... Whoa-oh. Whoa-oh. There we go. A little fast for that corner. Okay, it looks like our fertilizer sprayer made the turn and is coming back down the field. That's good. So we'll let it run for a little bit. Obviously, it's going to catch up to that harvester pretty quick here. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. But once I get this truck dropped off, I should be able to start the cultivator. Looks like we're in for a little bit of haze this morning. It's alright. Okay, we'll hire a worker. And we'll unfold our seeder. Get that started. Lowered. And we'll hire a worker for the seeder. There we go. Let's see, we're only 27% full on the corn, so it can go down and back a couple times before I need to worry about emptying it. Sprayer's coming back this way. Looks like it's got at least 2 more rows it can do before it'll catch up with the harvester. And hopefully I've got a big enough lead now that the cultivator and the seeder aren't going to catch up with the harvester. Alright, so our fertilizer sprayer has kind of caught up to the harvester, so I stopped him over there on the far end of the field. And this thing is just about, I mean, it's only 76% full, but that's actually, I think, was it 47,000 liters is how much this trailer holds, so it's basically got a full load for the trailer. So I'm going to go ahead and unload this here while it's driving. Alright, there we go, that's one full trailer. Alright, I'm going to leave the truck here. We'll let the combine go for a little bit. It is going to take a while for this seeder and cultivator to get done with this field. So the next thing I need to take care of in this episode is our sheep are starting to run a little low on food and storage. And field 11 is ready to be cut. So I'm going to take this plow back and put it away, and I'm going to grab the loading wagon and head over to field 11. Alright, there we go. And I'm going to take this over to field 11. And one nice thing is we don't have crop destruction turned on, so I can just drive right across this field. I'm going to bring this down here. Actually, you know what? I'm not. I'm going to take this up here for a minute. A little bit of server lag there. There we go. That's better. Wow, that server lag was pretty rough there for a second. Okay. I'm going to drop this weight and grab the Nadel. Just for good measure. Let's sneak back here and hope we don't fall off the cliff. Our harvester's still only 32% full, so we got a little bit of time before we gotta run back over there. So I'm gonna bring this down here. And we're gonna leave that there. Now, alright, so I'm gonna run over to the cow farm area over here. And my neighbor has a piece of equipment that I was going to borrow. I hope it's still here somewhere. There it is. Ta-da! This is going to make mowing that field significantly easier. So I was planning on using Follow Me and having that tractor follow behind this, but looking at it, looks like it has a hitch and a PTO. So let me see if I can just have it. Oops, wrong piece. Let's see if I can just have it pull the loading wagon. I'll kind of save a step. Awesome. Well, that's gonna make this really easy. Alright, so that's running. That's running. And away Okay, go. Alright. 50,000 liters of grass already. That was quick. I can go dump this up here in the storage bins. Alright, I'm gonna let that empty, and then I gotta go grab my harvester. Well, I gotta get my truck. I'm gonna empty my harvester here when it makes this turn. Yeah, it looks like I can probably start the fertilizer sprayer again. I don't know, it's probably gonna take a few more minutes for that cultivator to get caught up. Alright, got another load of corn. Run this back down to the silo. There goes Man Cave. Nice to see all this equipment out here working. Alright, this should be enough room in the harvester to basically finish what's left here. So I'm just going to park this down in this other field over here, and we can empty the harvester when it's done. And it looks like I may need to stop this when it gets to the end of the row. Wait for the harvester to finish before I start it back up again. Let's head back over and keep mowing some grass. Got everything running. Keep doing laps around the field here. Looks like our harvester finished. Awesome. I'm gonna finish filling up this trailer, go unload it, and then I'll hop over and move the harvester and start the fertilizer sprayer back up again. Yeah, I was wondering about that. The harvester is not done. Why do you think you're done? And hire a worker. Alright, we'll see how that does. Go back to our mower. That was pretty good, made it right to the end of the row. Alright, let's see, our harvester is still harvesting, so might as well just stay over here for now and finish up this field. Alright, now our harvester says it's finished. I'm a little curious if it's actually finished this time. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of this field before I hop over there though. Alright, I'm gonna leave the loading wagon there. We'll fold this thing up, and I'm gonna go take this back. I may hook the loading wagon up to the T8 there and run around and grab some of the little bits and then dump what I have and feed the sheep with it. So got that put away. I'm gonna run back over to the sheep area here and we'll pick up a little more grass. Oh, you know what? Actually, I gotta go move that harvester first. Yeah. You don't own this field. Yet. Yet. Soon, very soon, I will own that field. Alright, looks good. Let's go empty this. Alright, so I got that in follow me. And I'm just going to take these down to the farm. Helper I has completed their task. That must be my sprayer. Alright, leave that in here. Let's grab this truck and empty it out. Yeah, we'll put that there. Whoa. And I'll park the truck back over here. Alright. So, let's see, I think our sprayer's done, so I'm going to run up and grab the sprayer. No, it is not done. Maybe it thinks it is. Looks like it got hung up the same way that the harvester did. Alright, done with the sprayer. Okay, got the sprayer put away. I'm gonna head back over to field 11 and finish picking up the loose little bits of grass over here. So let's see, I need this tractor. Alright, that should be pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and unload this over here. Actually, I always want to clean first. So if I fill it, then there's nowhere for this to go. And this way I can move this out of the way. Pick up my weight. I'm not sure how low the sheep are on food. I think they're actually pretty low. Let's take a look here. Oh no, they're not doing bad at all. Okay. Alright, well that should be good. I'm gonna leave that here. Let's take a look at our storage and see how we're doing. Let's see, it's warehouses. Sheep. Oh yeah, 291,000 liters, and if we check this, 40,000 is enough to feed them for 6 days. So we got plenty of food to keep our sheep happy for a while now. So I can take this back over to my farm. Helper H has completed their task. Let's see, I guess that's the Fent that I had cultivating. Looks like it's done. So I'll put this away and then I'll run up there and check on it. Okay. Let's go check on Helper H. Alright, sure enough, it's finished. Seeder's still going. It's at 46% left on seed. And as long as it's over halfway done with the field, we should be good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it should have plenty of seed to finish. Well, not plenty. Should have enough seed to finish. We should be good. Alright, so I'll take this back down to the farm and put it away as well. So our sheep are clean and fed, and we got a good stockpile of food over there. The next thing I need to go do is check on my pigs. I might need to go clean and feed them, we'll see. And I mean, I do a bit of that off camera in between episodes, and there's a couple people on the server that help me with that as well, because you know, depending on how often I'm able to get on here, you know, if other people are on the server, the animals still need to get cleaned, so we've got a... It seems to be working out pretty good, though. Alright, got that in there. Park this in here. Okay. And I can shut this door. I'll leave that open for the cedar. So we still got the cedar running on 5. So I'm gonna come over here and pick up some eggs. Because, you know, when you have... Wow, our money went up again. They must be... I think they're overselling gravel. I can run over and check on that operation, kind of show you what they're up to. We bought a mining Terrafellis for the server. Let's see, where are they? I see Yankee over at Cogent. Mika's over at his farm. That might be the only people on the server right now. But I think they were loading gravel. I'm gonna run up to the gravel pit and I'll show you our mining Terrafellis operation. So there you go. It is a modified Terrafellis that can be used to pick up gravel. And then once you get it picked up, all you do is you back over the train and dump the gravel into the train, and you go pick up more, and you just kind of go back and forth, and it's kind of a neat little process. But so we had been doing it with belts, and the belts work, they're just so slow. They take forever. So we upgraded this, although the belts all in, like all these belts that we bought, that's, you know, a few $1,000s worth of equipment. This thing's 300 something, 300 something thousand, so it's a little expensive, but we've been doing quite a bit of mining, both gravel and sand and silt production. So got our rock crusher going up here, and I just fell in. That's not good. So you see we've got some stones in there, so it must be over 100% full. Yep, 100% full on stones, 86% full on fuel running. And then if we check it out here, Ah, that must be where some of this money just came from. Looks like they recently sold some limestone, calcium carbonate, and gypsum out of here. The other thing that's neat that I found out is the lime you can actually take to the seed and the liquid fertilizer production facility, and you can put lime in those in addition to being able to put solid fertilizer in those facilities. So that's kind of neat. And then over here we've got Cogent. So we've had we keep this place busy. Got some equipment up here for doing forestry, and so we keep this thing full, turning out board pallets. And this is something that I've been working on. This is a placeable pallet production facility. The problem is this mod that I started with doesn't actually make pallets that this system wants. And so I modified it to make the correct pallets, and now for some reason it's spitting out wool pallets. So I gotta look into that. I almost wonder if the fabric script, if it gets confused with the type, defaults to wool. So I don't know where wool came from, because I definitely told it to make pallets. So I got a little work to do on this mod. We got a wheel loader over here, and I thought we were going to do some logging over here, maybe later tonight. Oh. Yeah, I don't see the equipment. And then we've got Cogent down here. We do a pretty good job keeping this thing running, because this makes a surprising amount of money. And let's check how full is it. Not very full, so we must have just recently sold everything out of here too. Cool. Oh yeah, look at that, now we're up to $1 million. I wonder if they loaded the train and they took the train and went and sold stuff, that's why. Alright, so we've got $1 million now. Thanks to those little facilities. I'm gonna run down, whoops, chain link fence. The speedrunning mod is fun. Hey man cave. Speedrunning mod is, oh, look at all the piggy food. Wow. Oh, and the line's full too. Cool. We got caught up on pig food production finally. That's handy. So let's see how our seeder's doing while we're here. Oh, it's getting close. Excellent. Alright, so now that we got all this money, the next thing on my shopping list here is field 26. I've been eyeing this field for a long time. It's currently got rice planted on it, and looks like it'll be ready to harvest here in another day or so. So I figure if I buy it now, I can put a level of fertilization on it, and then hopefully get one more at the end of the next growth cycle. So $407,000 for this field. So go ahead and buy that. That's mine now. Let's go grab the fertilizer sprayer, and I will get it started on that field. I think it's this door. Yep. And it looks like I'm gonna have to refill this. So I wanted to get that field using that pig food production facility compared to the one that I've been using in the previous version of the map. It does actually require 5 components. So there's the base crop, which is the corn. So we've got our big field full of corn. And then it needs a grain, which is wheat or barley. So we've got barley over there on field 20. It needs potatoes, but actually doesn't. I mean, it uses a fair amount in liters, but the size of the field required to produce that many potatoes really isn't that big. Or sugar beets, right? And so if I keep doing root crops, like, you know, those potatoes over there, right? If I keep doing root crops on some of these little fields, that easily keeps up with that. So what I'm missing is protein. So I need a decent sized field that I can grow protein crops on, and so that's what I'm going to use 26 for. I'll do a rotation of soybeans and canola probably. Alright, so we are full up on fertilizer, and now I can go down here to field 26 and get this thing started. Our coffee crops are looking good. There we go. I'll hire a worker for this. And that's looking good. Alright, so the next thing I want to do, we're going to keep spending a little bit of money here. So I'm going to head down to the shop. Okay. And I want to buy a tractor. So I want to have a tractor for over at the pigs, because right now with the skid steer works good, but if we need to give the pigs water or straw, we still have to bring a tractor up there. So I'm kind of thinking about getting let's see here, it is the Massey Ferguson's 7700 series. And we do want to put a front loader on it, and I want the biggest engine, and I want wheel weights. So we'll go ahead and buy that. And then I need to get the front loader arms for it. Buy those. And I need to get a pallet fork for it. Okay. And then I also wanted to get this universal bucket. Okay, and then actually I want one more thing here. I need a tipper that I can keep over at the sheep area so that we can load food or load grass out of the silo and then tip it into their pen to feed them. And I think I'll just go with the farm tech. This is what we're using for straw over at the pigs. It should be fine. This AgriLiner is kind of tempting. I don't really need it to be that big, I don't think. Let's just go with this one. And we'll put white tires on it because reasons. Okay. So now I can fire this up. Get that. And I want to open the cover on here because what I'm actually going to do is use this to help me transport the other attachment as well. There we go. Okay, let's get this hooked up. And the only other thing I need to do here is let's put this into my group, and actually want to move it up. there. Perfect. Okay, let's head up to the... I guess I gotta go up to the pig area and get rid of the attachment first. And then I can drop the trailer back off over at the sheep. Alright, let's see if we can tip side and knock this thing out of here. There we go. Fall out, you know you want to. Thank you. Alright, we'll leave that there. Leave the bucket there, and then I'll run this trailer over to the sheep. Helper J has completed their task. That looks like my sprayer. Okay. That's alright. Helper J can hang out over there for a little bit until we're done. And then I'll go make sure it actually did the whole field. And let's fill this up with grass. Looks good. Alright, that's all it's gonna take, huh? That's fine. I'll leave this here. Put the cover on, disconnect it. And now I can head back over to the pig area with my new tractor. Yeah, we'll put those forks. Haha, no. Let's pull forward a little bit. There we go. Alright, we'll put those forks there. Yeah, we should be able to grab this bucket. Looks like it's tipped over. We gotta flip it first. Come on, flip over. Now my tire's stuck in it. Great. There we go. Let's see how much of this corn I can pick up with the bucket here. There we go. I'm guessing they are full and don't really want any of this. Let's give it a try. Yep, okay. That's fine. I can take this over and dump it into the feed mixer. Oh no, no, not on the ground. Yep, that didn't work. Not sure if this will work better if I come in nice and square to it. The other question is maybe the thing is just completely full. No, base food 36%. It is not full. Okay, well apparently that mixer doesn't think that front loader bucket is an acceptable way to put food in it. It's alright, we'll have to come up here and refill it in a little bit, so. Let's check and see if they need any water or straw. Alright, not very much water. Guessing they probably don't really need straw either, but we'll go check. Alright. Those should be some happy pigs at this point. I'm just gonna leave this corn in the bucket until they've eaten some of their food, and then we can dump it over there. The skid loader is probably gonna get relocated here in a little bit, and maybe go over to the greenhouses, I think, because it's nice and maneuverable, so it should work pretty well over there. Yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. I gotta go check on my seeder and my fertilizer, but that should all be taken care of. I'm at 2 hours for this recording, so hopefully I can get it a little shorter once I edit it down. But so in the next episode, I'm gonna try and tackle field 20, which has got barley on it right now. So be sure to check back then. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you did, would you please give it a thumbs up? That helps a lot. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe for more Farming Simulator videos. I'm Kentucky Farmer. Thanks for watching.